Are you a purpose-driven entrepreneur struggling to get web traffic that converts into paying clients? Stop wasting time and money. Discover how to position yourself as the go-to authority in your niche or industry. Infuse your wow website with the best unmarketing strategies and drive traffic to your website that converts to leads and clients. Listen to the Unmarket Your Business podcast today and watch as your ideal clients find you with ease. Let's head into the studio now with our hostess with the mostest, Carol J. Dunlop. Well, hello everyone and welcome. I'm your host, Carol J. Dunlop, the online wow strategist and 10-time Amazon best-selling author. It's good to be here, right? And I hope you're having a great day. In the States, this is Thanksgiving Day, and people are usually like eating, and more eating. Well, I took a break from my eating because here in Mexico, they don't celebrate the Thanksgiving holiday like that, although I have seen some turkeys around and stuff like that. But my husband and I just came from breakfast, and wow, it was great. It was awesome. We went to our favorite restaurant, Nativo. We had a great breakfast. They had some great food. If y'all are ever in Playa del Carmen, Mexico, look up Nativo. So I wanted to come to you today just for a message of thanks, a message of gratefulness, and just to, allow you to think a little bit. So I am not sure personally that I am going to keep celebrating the actual Thanksgiving Day. And the reason I put that in air quotes is because of the things that I'm learning about the history in the U.S., how things are whitewashed, how things are really one way, but they say they're one way, but they're really another way. And the more I learn about our history and what's left out of our history and how our history is being portrayed, it's causing me to rethink a lot of things. And I hope you're doing the same thing. I mean, not good, not bad, not indifferent. Just question everything. Make sure that what people are trying to get you to believe are the things that you really want to believe. And that's all I'm going to say about that. But what I like to look at this day as is a day of Thanksgiving, giving thanks, and being grateful, right? Because I am very grateful for my life, my health, my strength, because over 10 years ago, I was diagnosed with stage 2 breast cancer, and thanks be to God above, I am here, I am strong, I am living the life that I want to live, and I'm happy. My husband and I are both happy. We recently relocated to Mexico, and it's the best thing we've ever done in our 30 years of marriage, truthfully, besides getting married in the first place. And I'm very thankful for that. And I'm thankful for you and grateful for you for listening, watching, however you're consuming this podcast. I am thankful for you. I'm thankful that you're here, that you're alive today, because a lot of people aren't. I'm thankful that you have a curious mind, and a will to seek out the happiness that you so deserve. And that's really what I want for you. Hey there, would you like to be a guest on the Unmarket Your Business podcast? Simple. All you need to do is go to unmarketyourbusiness.com/podcast. So I just wanted to come on today for a very quick thankfulness, gratefulness episode to just remind you of how awesome life is, how wonderful life can be, and how when you take your life into your own hands, and you are the director of your happiness, how you can do whatever it is that you want to do, whether it's start a business, whether it's move abroad and run your business globally from abroad, whether it's work from home, whether it's finally pursuing that thing that you've always wanted to do, that business that you've always wanted to start, whatever it is, just do it. Don't have any fear. Just go out there and just do it. Do your research, of course. See how viable it is. See if it's something that you really want to do or you think you want to do. Or maybe it's something that you've been like, people have been telling you that you're great at this, but you never really gave it any thought. You never really, put the pedal to the metal and went out to say, yes, I can do this or whatever. It's time. It's that time. This is the end of 2024. This is November, almost the end of November. November ends tomorrow, I believe. Like, what is the day? On the 30th. So tomorrow's the 29th. That's Friday and Saturday. So Saturday is the last day of the month of November. Then we're into December. Then you know what happens in December? Nothing. Nobody does anything, but they're running around trying to get presents and shopping and all of that stuff. I mean, is that really what you want to do? Get more things that you don't need anyway, stack up more stuff in your life. When my husband and I were planning to move to Mexico, we had to get rid of a lot of stuff, right? But we had done some purging earlier. We had gotten rid of a lot of things that were just things in our life. And we had suffered some great losses from before that caused us to rethink the things that were in our life. The things that we had, and were they really necessary? Did we really need them? Did we even use them? I mean, we had stuff from years and years ago. We used to carry around other people's stuff. Are y'all guilty of that, carrying around other people's stuff? Not just baggage in your head of what people have done to you or around you or for you, but physical things that don't even belong to you, but you're carrying them around for other people. I was like, we got to stop this. It's making our move be so much more crazier than it should be and involve so much more stuff than it should. Let's get rid of this stuff. Are you guilty of doing that? Harboring stuff from other people, other things, other lives, that you've had that you're just hanging on to because of what? Because you're a hoarder? Because you have hoarding tendencies? I do. I can admit that I have hoarding tendencies. My mother was a hoarder in her later years, and she didn't want to get rid of anything. And I'm an information hoarder. I can truly admit that. And sometimes I have to just look at things and like, is this making my life better today or no? And is this moving me closer to where I want to be or taking me further away from my goals? So you have to look at things like that. So I'm grateful that God gives me that discernment so that I can look at things and say, yes, no, or get rid of that. Sometimes it's really hard. Sometimes it's really hard to clean out the closets in our head, the closets in our houses, the closets that, in our soul that we need to clean out. The past hurts, past lives, things in the past that we don't even want to think about anymore. Sometimes they just pop up and we're like, why am I even thinking about that? That doesn't even matter. So today, I just wanted us to be thankful and grateful for where we are right now. In the Bible, when he became a Christian, he saw the light, and he was in jail for preaching Christianity. And he said, we need to be content. It doesn't mean that we are satisfied. It's just content with where we are, because we're always hoping for something bigger, something better, something else, something greener, something like on the other side that we think that we can't reach. Be content where you are, but make strides to move forward into what you want to be. Because if you can be content, then you're not suffering from all this, oh my God, I'm missing out. That's the biggest advertising thing going on now. FOMO, fear of missing out. If I don't get this, if I don't get this brand new thing, if I don't have that new bell, if I don't have that new whistle, if I don't have this or that, be content where you are and realize and accept it. Okay, I am where I am. Now, what do I need to do? Because every move you make from this day forward is either bringing you closer to your goals and what you really want to do, or taking you further away from your goals and what you really need to do. So you need to think about that. And while we're talking about that, I wrote this book, and I was one of the 10 authors in this book in 2020, which is the 90-Day Gratitude Journal for Your Business. And in that book, that was my second, it turned out to be my second best-selling book, but that was my very first book that I did where I had other authors come in, and I knew I was going to make that a bestseller. That was the goal. I had already, my previous book, Unmarket Your Business, 10 Ways for Savvy Entrepreneurs to Stand Out, Stop Struggling, and Start Profiting. I always get mixed up on that. Stand out, stop struggling, and start profiting. That was my first #1 international best-selling book, right? And I was like, can I do this again? And so this time I wanted to bring some authors in, 9 other authors. A couple of them have gone on to be multi best-selling authors, like Nadine Mullings, who is a 4-time best-selling author, and Dr. Apostle Eugenia J. Rucker, who is also, I think she's now a 4-time best-selling author. And others have gone on to be bestsellers in their own right, whether single or multiple, or gone on to write other books and stuff. So that was a great jumping off point. And the book was all about being grateful for your business. And as I was talking about before, being content where you are, but knowing that you're striving to do better, right? Because even where you are right now, you have to be content with that, or you'll always be searching for something more, something better, thinking the grass is greener on the other side, and you're not even taking time to take care of the grass that you have on your side right now. That's what the book is all about. Each day there's a prompt that says, what are you grateful for today? How did you make your business better today? And sometimes when we focus on the things that are right here around us right now, that we can see right in front of us, it makes our whole life better. When we're grateful and filled with gratitude for one thing, most of the time we're going to be grateful and filled with gratitude for the other things that are around us. I know every day I am grateful that I am a U.S. citizen, that I have a U.S. passport, and that I have choices. I have choices of where I want to go, where I want to be, where I want to live. Right now, like I said, we're in Mexico, but what if tomorrow or next week or next year we decide, hey, I don't want to be in Mexico anymore. I want to be in Namibia, Africa, or I want to be in, say, Puerto Rico, or the U.S. Virgin Islands, or I want to go back to the States for some reason, which I don't think that I would, but go back to the States for some reason and live. I have those choices, right? So we have to be appreciative of the choices we have. We have to be grateful for the choices that we have. I'm also grateful that God has given me the ability for us, me and my husband, to run our business from overseas, right? Well, we're not really overseas, I guess over land, because we didn't have to cross the seas. But if we wanted to, we could. We could be in the UK running our business right now, right? Because God blessed us to be able to tap into this thing called the internet. And now, no matter where you are in the world, you can see me. I can run my business. I can't see you right here, but if I wanted to talk to you, I could. I have clients from everywhere, the UK, New Zealand, all across the US, even Mexico and Canada. So I am so grateful for that. I'm so grateful that God shined down on our business and allowed us to think bigger. In the beginning, when my husband brought this idea to me about starting Creative Services International, he had that vision. He was like, I want this to be where we can go anywhere, do anything, and be everywhere that we need to be. And now we are international, right? And it wasn't just now that we decided to actually move internationally. We were international before. We had those clients from before. So where is your business now? Are you serving international clients? Have you ever thought about serving international clients? Do you realize that if your business is online, you can serve anybody, anywhere in the world? Really and truly? That's what I want for you. That's what I want you to be grateful for, your ability to not just serve the local people who are around you, but to expand and grow and service people internationally, right? So that they know about your brand. Your brand is known internationally. And that's what I want for you. And when you get this book, the 90-Day Gratitude Journal for Your Business, which is only, I believe, the Kindle is like $3.99, and the paperback is, I think it's $15. It's either $15 or less than that. I can't remember because I'm not looking at anything right now, but just go up there. And you can get it by going to csicorporation.com/gratitude. You'll see the authors who participated. You'll find out more about the book, and you can purchase it. So, just for, under $20, you can start your gratitude journey for your business. Because if you put the force and the hopefulness and the gratefulness and all your energies into making your business the best that it can be, who knows what could happen? Maybe you don't want to move overseas or overland to the next country, right? Or maybe you do. Maybe you just want to be free to do whatever it is that you really want to do. And that's what I want for you, to be able to do whatever it is you want to do with your business, to make your business fund your lifestyle. Isn't that awesome that you don't have a boss looking over your shoulder all the time? You don't have someone telling you what to do, when to do, and all of that. You make the decisions. You make the decisions, whether they're good, bad, or indifferent. You make the decisions for your business. And when you make a mistake, hey, you learn from that mistake and you keep going. I certainly have. I mean, I wouldn't have been in business 30 years if we didn't do that. Yes, we've made a lot of mistakes, from losing money, losing clients, messing up. Would you like to get free coaching from me? Simple. All you need to do is go to unmarketyourbusiness.com/podcast. We were always grateful for learning from those mistakes and for doing what we needed to do to get back on top again. And we've done it again and again and again. Most recently, I just had just to name two things that have happened. I had a client, I won't say her name yet because we're working on our site right now. And I showed her the first draft of the site, and she actually recorded it. And her reaction to seeing the site for the first time, it just touched my heart. So, I mean, she was about to cry and I was about to cry. And it was all from a video when she was saying, oh my God, look at this. So that's what I want. That's why we say we do wow websites. Because when my clients see the website, I want them to go, oh my God. That's the reaction that I want. And then I had another client, Michelle Phelps. I think I just talked about her book last week, actually. And guess what? Her book has hit bestseller. What? Bestseller. And she's on the way to #1 bestseller. She might even be #1 right now. Because she was a bestseller in 3 categories. And just within a couple of notches of being #1. So if she's #1, I'll come back next week and I'll tell you that she did hit #1. So right now she's at #3 and #4 in another category. So we're going to see how that works. And what has that done for them and their business, right? They can see the gratitude flowing from them. Like, thank God for my business. Thank God that we chose CSI to help them with their book and their website and their business and move forward and do better and all of that. So as I said, that's what I want for you. I want you to have the best business ever. And it all starts with being grateful and content with where you are right now and realizing this is where I am. What do I need to do to move forward? And when you figure that part out, that's when your business really starts to explode. So start out by getting the book, the 90-Day Gratitude Journal for your business. Learn the stories of these other authors who were in there and how they use gratitude in their life, and then get started on your journey. It's a 90-day journey, and I promise you, really, when you finish, you will be a lot further in your business, in life, in your confidence than you are right now. So thank you so much, and have a great Thanksgiving, thankfulness, grateful day. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now. Thank you for listening to the Unmarket Your Business podcast. Heard something you want to take action on? Great. Check out the show notes on unmarketyourbusiness.com/podcast. Be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss a single episode. Please do me a favor and leave a review or on whatever platform you use to access this podcast. It really helps us to spread the word and get this podcast in front of the entrepreneurs that need it. See you next episode.